Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Waiting on Roy to join this morning. He is running a little behind. We are in a trade. We like this trade because CVD is coming back. Tide is a little iffy right now, but CVD was coming back. It was about negative 2,000. Now it's flat. So if they can get this break above this midline here. Oh, we just had some news or something come out. I don't know what it is. Didn't like something. Took us out. As soon as I'm explaining the trade, CVD goes negative 1,200. And look at this bad boy here. Look at that big swap. That is crazy. So, don't know what happened there. Just know that it was not good. But we're still here. We're seeing if it bounces back up. We're still in it on Take Profit Trader. We're already up $300 on one account this morning. So we're trying to go on and get up. This hit's going to put us at 600 in another account, but I need to go back up to 32. That 20 level is the one to watch. If it can break that 20, that's where we have the problem we need to cut. But above 20, we're good. Below 20, we're bad. So for long, anyway. That's where we're at. Let's see if that 20 holds. Roy said he would be here in 2 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. Roy's still not here, and we're testing this 20 level. Break this 20. I'm going to cut this trade over here, too. I don't know what changed all of a sudden, but something changed, and it is not pretty on the old anything. CBD went all the way back down to negative 2,000, 2,100 now. I'm not seeing anything that really caused that drop all of a sudden. Let's see if we can find it somewhere. Oh, there's that 20 break, so that is not good. Let's see if they can reclaim it. Nope, we're going to go on and get out of this. Well, we're going to wait 1 second over here and see if it goes kind of close. I'm not seeing anything. And go live, I guess, did Hims do something great? Because I just saw somebody saying that whoa, congrats Hims Colt. So they must have done something good. We reclaimed the 20, so that's what I wanted to see. Now let's see if we can work it back up. CBD's come back down negative 1,900. Tide is still not pretty yet. See here, you can see your calls are starting to trend up. Volume is starting to flatten out, but I'm not seeing anything that caused that drop. And if we get this closed, we're going to cut this trade over here because we can't let it run against us. Because if it does, it's liable to break that bottom and trend lower. So don't like the move at all. This is a horrible, horrible candle to be long in. Yeah, we're getting out of this trade over here. It's going to go more turmoil. It might come back, but I just can't take a chance on it. So we lost $100 in that account overall. It's not bad. It is what it is, right? If it comes back and tests that 20, we might look for a short, though. If it breaks the zone, we're definitely going to look for a short. If it breaks that zone, let's look and see what we got next. So you see this 5604 level. This whole zone right here would be the next one we watch. This is a fib level, which is green, as we see there. So we would look for about 5604. So CBD is almost negative 3,000. You have Bassett testifies of Treasury oversight at 9 this morning. So could have a lot of fireworks with that. You've got Flow has swapped. I mean, it's just went 100% in favor of the Bullet Bears here. See if we can hit that 5604.25. CBD is negative 3,900 now. We're coming down pretty bad. Bad trading day. Stay on the sidelines. And I'm not staying on the sidelines. I'm trying to get this move here. Do this, and that'll be a 500 day in a different account over here on Take Profit Trader. Still have not taken a short. We want to wait and see if we get a retest back up before we do anything on Top Step. We shall see. We shall see. I probably should have took the $350 there, but I'm being a little greedy with it because this thing is saying that we've got more downside coming. With Bassett talking, this could change any second. He could flip flop. He could do anything to make the market go in any direction. So we got to be careful. Plot, welcome from Twitter. You're the first one from Twitter on here, so welcome. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. We got 22 people. It's weird. So if we're both in here, we get 60, 70 people watching. And just one of us, we're going to be around 20. I don't know what the bots are waiting for. See when Roy comes on, if it goes. Main chat is on YouTube, Plot. I don't know if you can. I don't think it'll go there. But main chat is on YouTube. Oh, I really want that 5604 level to test before we do. Now, you're welcome, Plop. You're welcome. Like I said, waiting on Roy. He said, go live. I'll be there in 2 minutes. That was right before the bell started. 8 minutes later, and still no Roy. He said he's hopping on now, but when Roy says hopping on now, means he's got to make his coffee and fix his toast and put his robe on and, all the good manly stuff that men do before they get ready to come on. Just joking. He does take a while to get on, though. That was a pretty move. It should come back. If it comes back and retests this bottom here, definitely will look for a short and top step. CBD is now negative 4,200, so it's building to the downside. It looks like this thing was just a very quick pop it open, and we're going to take out.
Damn it!
Whoa! Don't come in yelling.
I missed it, man. I missed my move.
Well, I'm in it on Take Profit Trader. We were in the long, and we got that the candle came stopped us out. We were actually in the green and just boofed down and got us out. So we've already made $350 in one account top Take Profit Trader. We are trying to get, if this trade hits 5604.25, will give me 600 in another one. So
lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late.
Had
a call.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Whatever. Your real job. More important than us, I know.
No, this is my real job.
CBD's gone to negative 5,000. Roy, just a minute ago before that drop, it had turned positive for a second. CBD. It opened up. Yeah, it was negative 2,000 and it swapped. And then it just turned and just is going. I mean, we're over negative 5,000 now. So if we get this test up here, that's what I want to see. I will take a short and top step if we do. This son of a bitch. Mancini called at this 5620 level. Once it broke, I knew we were in trouble. Of course, we have that same level, so suck it, Mancini.
I'm going to try and share my other one, so we may have a little disturbance. Hold on 1 second.
See what happens when Roy shows up late. He screws everything up.
Everything. At least I made the thumbnail.
Well, if not, we'd had no thumbnail. Plot was watching from Twitter this morning. This is our first Twitter
nice.
comment we've gotten, so
Very cool.
we now know they're not all bots. And I told them before when I was just on, I think it's something about how many people is on the stream because me just by myself, we're shooting at 20, 22 people, 23 people. When we're on together, we open up and we go to 60, 70 people. So,
okay.
I think the bots are waiting for more people to join the stream to try to get more people.
So now we just need more bots.
All right, show me some weakness here now. I need to see some weakness here.
What do we got? We got any news?
Oh, we're going to get in it there. We're going to say that if it breaks that level, it's going to come all the way down.
Spy Tide got a little pop-up on the...
Spy Tide changed so damn quick, Roy. It is insane how quick that damn thing changed.
Yeah.
I still think we got more downside. I could be wrong. That could have been the fake out there.
Fake breakdown.
You had some iceberg orders pop up to the upside. You had a 36, a 20, 42. We just had 308 pop to the downside. So you had 400 that created that first big move down. You had 446 iceberg orders to the downside. But then right after that, the move back up, you got 381 iceberg orders and 279 iceberg orders. And it is hitting stops left and right. 300 stops and that move back up just then. Yeah. We actually did something a little foolish there. I added some more on this Take Profit Trader. This is a test account, so I can add more to it. I don't give a shit. I got to adjust everything because I can't make it was going. If it was to hit there, it would have gave me $900. I can't do $900. So
that you cannot. That is the definition of shooting yourself in the foot.
I see it on social media every damn day.
I don't understand why people and they get mad about it. It's like
I know,
guys.
There was a guy on Take Profit Trader that made $10,000 on one test account one day, and was complaining because he had to make more money. I was like, well, dude, first of all, your target was 5,000. So you went, he said, well, I thought when I went 5,000 over, that would split that in half. And this, my friends, are some of the traders that we deal with.
Yeah.
No, I know none of you guys would do that, but sometimes, the whole thing is when you raise turkeys, you got to keep them covered because they're so dumb. They will look up in the rain until they eventually drown themselves.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I feel like that we've got traders that we need to put something on top of them because they just keep looking up at the damn rain. No, none of you guys, you all are smart, except you bots. You bots are sneaky. But
I just tweeted out our 15-minute orb levels. I'll turn on light here. I'm all sort of discombobulated this morning. Oh, that's a little bright. So we'll see. I think Michael's asking if that turkey thing is real.
That is actually
it
true.
Is real. Yeah, no fake news.
No fake news here. At least not on purpose. I remember when I heard that the first time, I was like, that can't be. So anybody that knows me knows if I see something and I've got to research it. Roy knows this. He's seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
And yeah. It is true. They will look up in the rain till they drown. But a deep fried turkey is phenomenal. You got to admit that. So even though they're dumb, it's very good to eat.
Yeah, there's nothing like a deep fried turkey. It's all about the injections.
It's all about the crust. If you nail the crust, you nail it. Of course, that's my job every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas is to cook the old turkeys, which I really enjoy doing. Just drink a cold beer, cook some turkeys all day. And I cook enough where usually I have to start the day before and I'm still cooking the day of. So how about that? Oh, we're watching this 56. I'm saying this 5604 level. I think that's still the one that we got to watch now. If it does want to break down and go more, I've got that set there, but I think we could actually see. You could come around this 80 level, in all honesty. But we'll trade. Oh, reset scale. Go back. Ooh, I did not like that one. But it keeps holding down here. It's not letting it get all the way down to test that shit. Somebody said I'm scared to death I'll run out of money. My wife and I are 50s and have 4.4 million. Can we retire early? What the hell, dude? Really?
4.4 million. You could throw that
If I
in
have
5%, and
I promise you, I am not worried if I'm gonna run out of money. Right now, you can put that into a money market account, and you can make 3.5% without doing anything, and that's not even that's just leaving a savings account.
yeah. What's 3.5% of 4 million? What is that?
A lot. Well, let's just do some math real quick.
Let's do some math.
See, it's 4.4 million. All right, 3%. It's $132,000 a year. That's just on 3%. That's not 3.5%. So add a little more in there. So you're looking at about 150,000 or so a year. If you can't live on that, retired, I mean, I don't know what you're doing now. What you spend your money?
That's a pretty low rate given the market's rates too.
That is a very low rate given the markets. Now, if this thing breaks back above 20, this trade again is screwed. CBD is working its way back. You got your put premiums are dropping hard, your call premiums are rising, and your volume is ticking back up. So let's see if this is sustained or if this was a quick move back up to that 20 level and rejection here. Rejection here would be actually really good for this short. So far, we got it. CBD's come back to about negative 35. Now it's back to negative 39. Your put premiums are still dropping. Your volume looks to be kind of curling over. So that might have been just a quick little pop and then come back down. We shall see here in a second.
No news bombs. Oh, Bessent's talking.
Yeah, I did say that. That is a big one. He is testifying. We're not putting that on here today. There's only so many times you can hear that tariff. And that's the main thing. Yeah, they're going to talk about Trump, and there's some Democrats going to say President Musk or something, and it's just really going to annoy me, and I just don't want to be annoyed this morning. I'm annoyed with the market enough. I don't need help with something else. I didn't ask Roy. Roy, are you free tomorrow to stream FOMC?
Let's do it.
No, I skipped it last time. You actually went live with it. I was playing golf.
Yeah, I did the subtitles.
Gotcha. I enjoy trying to do that. Just listen to the keywords. We get to see what color tie he's wearing in live color. The ties.
I'm pretty excited about tomorrow, to be honest. I want to see the questions, how he handles it, because you got inflation, ticking up a little bit. You got this. It's going to be amazing to see how he answers some of these questions.
It's going to be something for sure. J Powell. Well, you saw I tweeted in our Discord, or in a message in our Discord yesterday. Nikki T, writer for the Wall Street Journal. If he speaks it comes straight from Jay Powell's mouth. There's no questioning that anymore. I mean, it's been proven. How many times has it been proven that he is the mouthpiece for the Fed?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was interesting. CBD is now negative 3,200. It's not really popping on this. It's just kind of grinding with it. Your volume is, we said, was it going to take a break? Nope, they just went click right back up to it. So That is the key to watch that volume. If that volume turns back down, this thing will tank. If it continues its uptick, it will continue to just grind up. This will be, in my opinion, a slow, grindy, choppy day if that happens. So we could see some, was that profit takers we saw earlier? There was a lot of volume earlier on those ray candles. Push it down, then you have a lot of volume coming back up. I don't know if we saw profit takers, then now we're going to see shorts cover. It's possible. It could happen later this afternoon, could happen right this second, could happen anytime. You never know. That's why you got to be careful. All moves are not news moves. Typically, when one starts, it kind of triggers everybody else behind it. So that's what we got to kind of pay attention to. Volume is turning back down. Put premiums are turning back up. Call premiums are turning back down. So CVD is just chilling around negative 3,000. Not really going anyway. Come back a little. It's getting a little pop here. Negative 29, 28. Are they fixing to turn this thing? That is the question. That is the question. Always got me in talking mode already this morning, so I got to slow down some.
Talk away. Well, we already learned something about turkeys.
Yeah, I almost said something ugly and I remember that we're trying to be better.
Are we? We kind of went like uncensored stream for a little bit there.
Yeah, it was really uncensored, and we had to dial that back a little bit. I get carried away. The next thing you know, I'm dropping MF bombs and everything a lot. So don't need all that. This should be a kid-friendly show. Bullshit. Who am I kidding? No, it's not.
Yeah, no
if you're
way.
a kid, please do not watch this.
I had to check is this video good for kids on YouTube every time. I say no.
Yeah. No, this is not a kid's. We might get more if we see it in the kids section. We have a bunch of
kids.
We have a bunch of influx of 8-year-olds. I mean, we can talk Minecraft a little bit. I know Roy's a nerd. He can go into some deep nerdy stuff.
I can go into some stuff. Yeah, I got some.
If you kids are into Star Wars, I can get into that with you.
Oh, I don't like this pop.
Well, your tide is just kind of swapping back a little bit. You get a little uptick in volume here, so that's why this candle's giving a little pop here. It's going to take me out, and we're going to be fine. It's just annoying. I don't like it. I want to get a move, a trend, a direction. But if it holds above this 20 level, we're screwed on a short. So just know that. Hoping we get a good rejection here after 21, but it could go all the way back up to the 50 or even VWAP. And then it could break through that. So now we're looking for, check this out.
Whoa.
We want to go wrong. We want to see this break at this 33 level here.
I can see trying to get his 9-year-old friends to trade, looking for the chosen one.
Yeah, good luck with that. My kid was like, first time he saw it, was like, no, that's boring. I was like, but you can make good money. Like, I don't care about money. Like, of course you don't, because somebody's giving you all your money. So I get it. Damn kids, what can you do? You just love them and hope they turn out good. Well, so as ugly as everything looked a minute ago, look at Tide. Not looking as ugly. CVD's come all the way back down to negative 1,500 this time. So we're going to sit on our hands and not do anything right now, waiting. We get this break. The key here was we got this break here, right? This was a good candle. We got in on that candle. We should have took profits when it came back down. We didn't. That was my fault. And then, of course, once it broke back above, that should have been the cut there. So, Michael, you've asked what our rules are. Obviously, they don't matter sometimes because we tend to break them. I just got stopped out of Take Profit Trader on that combine. That was not a good one. Not a pretty look. Now we just sit and wait. We're right here at this 50 level. Watch it. Roy, I'm going to give you 2 seconds. I'm making up for you leaving or showing up late. I'm going to take a break real fast, run through all your stuff since you missed it this morning, and I'll be back.
Yep. All right, so let's take a look at my chart. We've got orb high. We've got all sorts of resistance up here. We've got VWAP. We got the 50. You could have gotten that false breakout kind of shown down here. So what you want to see is a break above VWAP, a hold, and then obviously you're going to have to break that orb high, and could get us right about here would be my target, kind of a safe zone of 56.50. If it wants to push higher, I think that is kind of in play right now. Looking over at Mag 7, you got them down 0.14%, NVIDIA down 1.7%. That's back-to-back bad days for NVIDIA. Microsoft down 0.5%, Google down 0.5%, Amazon down 0.5%, Meta down 1%, Tesla down 2%. So it's no wonder why the market is technically red right now. However, if these things start to get some momentum, you'd want to see, first off, the closest ones to going flat / green, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. If you see those start to go green, Apple as well. Apple's only down 18 cents. So I think it all looks like, and as you can see, you're breaking above the 50 and testing VWAP here. Next stop would be probably that orb high. So we did have some earnings yesterday. I see some Go Live. Welcome back. He mentioned HIMS. So HIMS is up 4% on its earnings report. Had a wild ride down to 38, up to 48 now, kind of chopping around here. So hopefully you made some money on that push up right out the gate. The data was not terrible for HIMS. Yesterday, Palantir did report that they was not very good. So they're down to 106, down almost 14%. I think the market kind of got a data lesson on how overvalued Palantir is currently. Doesn't mean it can't keep going up. Doesn't mean it's not a good play. Just it's a bit pricey for the evaluation that it has. We're struggling a little bit here at VWAP. What you want to see is this hold above the 50. You can barely see it on my chart. This is the 5-minute. We go to the 10-minute. You do have a candle by candle to the upside that did test a little bit. Did break the 50 on the 10-minute. Coming back a little here as it tested VWAP. So we'll get a little continuation of break above VWAP. Like I said, you could get to that 56.50 level would kind of be where I would point as kind of the next stop for ES. Crazy. This thing can move. You got to be nimble in this market. You got to be nimble. You can't get married to a direction. So as we look at Apple, kind of struggling at its EMA a bit. Let me zoom in. Go back to auto. See a rejection, but it's holding at VWAP right now. So we'll see if it can get some continuation. Have a little wick forming here on ES. As long as it can hold above this 20 level, like Monty had pointed out, I think it's still got more to the upside. However, it is rejected at VWAP. We'll look over here at NVIDIA. That's a mighty red ribbon to go through. It needs to cut through. If any of you guys wondering what these are the Ripster EMA clouds that I have on my chart. I like his EMA clouds. I also like Sadie's EMA clouds. Either one is good. That helps you kind of see support. As you can see, when this thing gets planned, it tends to ride these EMAs pretty well. Kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, the EMA, but nonetheless, it does hang out around it. good indicator to kind of guide your way if you're in some sort of trend. Bitcoin down almost 1%. Solana down 2.5%. You got Coin down 2%. Coin does report on Thursday, I believe. I need to move Nike out of my swing spot because I no longer swing them, but they're slightly red. But SPY is testing that VWAP, or ES is. Actually, I forgot to do anchored VWAP on my chart. Oh, no, I did. It's just behind that candle. Looks pretty bullish, sir.
Yeah, it really pisses me off because we got stopped out on a. Yeah, would have been in the money now, so that really pisses me off. But if we on top step, we're waiting for this break here. I did take a long in a test account on Take Profit Trader just because I can.
Fareed asked the question, Roy, please explain on chart and right side what are indicators. Okay, check here. So this is a 10-minute chart, and I've got a ton of indicators. I would say just start with the Ripster EMA clouds are good. They have a preset deal. That'll give you all your daily EMAs, or sorry, your chart EMAs. And then everything else, I mean, this is volume profile to the right. I would research that. And then obviously I have volume below. I use RSI and MACD. I don't really put too much weight on them, but I just like to know where the momentum is. So yeah, I'll kind of go along each indicator as we see fit. I mean, we are getting a breakout here, testing. This is actually the 50. This below here is anchored VWAP that bounced right off and look at it go. Okay. Did Bissett say that something? What we got going here?
Yeah, you were too busy talking, but he said that I can see substantial reduction in tariffs on U.S. goods. Many trading partners have approached us with very good offers. We are still negotiating.
May it rip.
All the words to move it up.
I think that happy zone is 56.50. I could see us closing near there today and just kind of grinding around that heading into FOMC.
Wouldn't be surprised. We go and test 5,700. Who knows?
You had a peak to trough here from Friday to now. Probably do a fib line from Friday high to today's low, and your 50% is probably where we're going to end up, to be honest. Because that's China news, right? And then this is bad trade deficit data. So that golden zone right there would be kind of where I think we'd probably end up. Well, but could reject, could die, could do all sorts of things. But that's.
Yeah, the thing about it, if you break here, right? You saw what happens when we break a level yesterday. You saw it played out. It played out to the downside, just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to watch that. I would not be. I mean, it only filled 4 of my damn 5. That's annoying when that happens. This is a fake account. Just going to fill all 5. I'm putting this take profit way the hell up there. Like when I say way the hell up there, it's going up to 56.80.
Oi.
I'm not guaranteeing 56.80, folks. Don't jump in thinking you're going to 80. We might stop at 70.
That's how I read it.
Well, it's not
first to the top of the zone. I mean,
it's fixing to hit. My take profit wouldn't move over there, and it's fixing to hit. So I just deleted the down orders up there. So be it.
Coming, approaching the 200 now.
Yeah, that's going to be
top of the zone.
We talked about this. before what we think the 200 is. I'm actually going. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up and down. Let's go. Let's do something stupid. Let's put it at 56.99. Our stop is still there. We will move our stop to break even. If it does come all the way back down, we won't lose any more on this trade, but it's got a long way to go to hit my break even. I'm gonna tell you, it's got we got to go. Oh shit, really? 14 points to hit my stop now. So if it does hit it, I'm screwed anyway. I'll take profits on the way down somewhere.
Approaching the top of the zone, pre-market high. It tagged it
Oh
right
shit!
to the T.
Oh shit! I just realized I can't put my take profit way up there because I would make too much money.
Ah,
Yeah. Let's come back and rethink this a little bit. We're going to put the take profit at 56.58. That's a good midway point from there up. I forgot. Michael, that's right. Let's roll. Let's break that down. 200 there. What do you say?
look at Tide. Holy mackerel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's talking about, folks. That is a drastic change from where it was. That volume is just freaking. I mean, that's my old. I was doing it now. Look, Roy, I got all my damn Anchor VWAPs in there now.
All right.
It likes it so much it will not delete them. There we go. There's one.
Yeah, that's definitely a little bug on Top Step.
Yeah.
Switching back tab to tab.
So if we break this 200, I feel pretty confident that my target gets hit over here at 56.58.
Holy cow!
The key was, and I don't want to keep saying Mancini, but that 56.20 break was your key.
Yeah.
My original long would have hit $300 profit now. That is frustrating. That is really frustrating.
It's a bloody ripper, mate.
We are going to move our stop up to
failed breakdown. That was key.
I'm really tight. It's fixing to get me here. I'm guaranteed $300 in that trade, so it's going to take me out right about right there. Nope, well, there it is. Took it out. So I want to make sure I at least got 300 on that trade. 300 a day. Passes your test. So
nice.
CBD is plus 1,200 now. That's about a $6,200 difference from where it was. $6,200 point, not dollar point. So there was your break, right? Now we're coming back testing it. If we break out again, I will take a long.
Check. Look at where we rejected. See it?
You just shut your mouth.
You see it? That's a 5-day
Nobody
move
never
average.
Stuff.
It's 5-day move average right there. We are struggling at the top of the zone in all seriousness. So you see volume here. We still got a lot of time on this candle, but this is a 10-minute chart. It's super zoomed in. But go to the 5-minute. You see that corresponds with the 200. So it's going to battle here. You may grind here. You may rip right through it, but I think you're going to battle here a bit.
You could.
43. I mean,
time and just roll.
yeah, Tide. Well, is it stalling a
Tied it.
hair? Just a hair.
Tied.
Just a hair.
Yeah, it's a slight stall. It is. There's no doubt. No question.
No question. So just, don't chase the move just yet. I'd like to see it retest VWAP, see what it does, hold it, and then up we go.
I would rather test here and hold. Right now, you're in this little area. Let's delete this. So
I think, this is a great point by Dirty Harry. He didn't see the 5-day on your chart. Kind of an interesting omission by your part.
You will never see that. Oh my God.
The things that trigger money in trading vary. I don't know if he hates ICT or 5-day moving average more.
I can tell you which one's more. It's not the 5-day. Anybody that makes stupid ass names for indicators deserve all the hate they can get.
Good morning, Roy Easy. Thanks for coming in.
Basant, he said U.S. government will never default. We will raise the debt ceiling, of course. That's probably why we're getting this little pullback here.
Put premiums are rising.
Was asked on Treasury debt limit date. Estimate will be forthcoming. We're on the warning track for reaching the debt ceiling. Debt ceiling is never good words you want to hear come out of the mouth of anybody, especially the Treasury Secretary. We will not use gimmicks to get around the debt ceiling. All right. When I thought tariffs would be the only word today that we had to worry about, the debt ceiling was on the table. Dirty Harry, I can make you one promise in life. That 5-day movement will never be on my chart. Never. If it is on my chart, I have been cloned and Roy's in charge of the ride.
That means we outsourced his indicators. Let's see.
Well, we drew a little level there. What's holding? That little level's holding.
That 200 is always going to be a problem in the 5-minute chart.
Well, if you are newer, we've always said that you got fences along the way, right? You got chain link fences. You can get over them. You can jump them. You can do a lot of things with them. This one right here is electrified with bob wire on top of it. So you got to do some major work to get past that 200.
Yeah.
I will die on that hill. The put premiums are ripping and volume is coming back. So this thing could turn. I don't know. And then again, it could not. We are just chilling here.
Yeah, so Basant, they're currently negotiating with 17 to 18 key trade partners. They have not engaged with China as of yet, and they're looking at announcing a trade deal this week. However, they said that last week, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, they're going to say it every week until something's reached. The deal with China is fluid at best, but that could be the key to kick it back over the top again. Who knows?
There is, I think, a theory that has some validation, in my opinion, of a country not wanting to be first. So,
well, I mean, you've already had, like, my deal is so with negotiation with us, you've had Vietnam come back and say, hey, how about zero tariffs? And I still don't know if we accepted that deal or we didn't accept it. You had India, who is, I'm going to tell you, India probably will be, if anybody can ever take over China as a global manufacturer, India could be it.
Mm-hmm.
And India has come out and said, hey, we want to work with you guys. We'll do whatever we need to do. We want your business. So India saw a chance like, hey, you know what? We might can scoop in here and take all that Chinese business.
Yeah.
Which that might be what India needed to, and that could be what was causing the whole other deal with India, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you know, you never want to see. This is I said this the other day, and I don't understand it. There's a lot of different groups of people, and this is not specific to anybody, but you don't ever want to see your neighbor do better than you, right? And I don't understand that thought process, but there's a lot of people. You talk to a lot of business owners, and they'll say, "Hey, you know, my own people, they don't support me. It makes no
Mm-hmm.
sense." And you ask them why, and they're like, "Well, they just don't want to see somebody get ahead of them."
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's actually true or not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not living it, so I can't say. But if that is the case, that is just it's stupid. Support your community, support your people. We try to support everybody. We don't. I mean, yeah, you hear me talk bad about like ICT or stuff, but he deserves everything he gets. But as far as traders, you don't see me call out a lot of different traders. If I call out a trader, it's one that's deserved that needs to be called out. Like Danny Trades, he's an idiot. He was scamming his people with a prop firm. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
a prop firm, and I'm also gonna have a channel or Discord that gives you levels that you got to pay for. And then when you fail those levels, you're going back and rebuying my evaluations in my prop firm. I mean, come on. That I don't know how he got away with that at all. Like that should have been somebody should have got arrested over that. There's no doubt. But as far as everybody else, the people that are actually doing good and trying to do good, you see us try to support them. Mancini's one of them. We talked about Ripster the other day about how Rips is not Ripster, but Rips. Honest about their stuff. The people that are honest and come out and do their thing, we support you 100%. Now, if you're shady and you do some shady shit, we're gonna call you out on your shady shit. Just so you know. I mean, we got 31 people here, and I'm saying 22 of them are bots, probably. So, speaking more of bots, speaking to you 8 that are not bots. I don't know. It's just I get irked by certain people. Roy knows this, and Roy didn't got the damn stress ball out. Am I going deep enough? You need to ball out. Did I start the stress?
I'm trying to trigger myself for not trying to get ahead of a move here.
Okay. Are you? You're thinking short?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's let. It's not getting a hard rejection off this.
They're getting a hard rejection. Yeah, it's that 200 that's hanging out. It's starting to cut through the fence a little bit.
Yeah, CVD is negative 300. All it's going to take is for Basent to say one thing that the algos love, and debt ceiling is not one of them. I'm going to throw that out there. We've obviously seen debt ceiling. One thing he did say, I expect Q1 GDP data to be revised upwards soon.
Yeah, that's an interesting tactic.
They need GDP to grow. They need GDP growth. Last time we didn't have growth, and Basent was the main one out there saying, "Hey, this is a one-time thing. This will not happen again. We are growing. Blah blah blah." If that is the case, well, look at volume. Look at Tide now.
Yeah, it's a long off a retest of the 200, isn't it?
Yeah. So your stress ball worked. Thank goodness.
Yay!
You're not in it. Get stopped out.
I did say 5650 is the happy zone. When you were stepped away, I was like, you probably see it's 5650. Linger about.
No, I was here when you said that. That's when you went on the rant about what stopped it. What stopped it? Look what stopped it.
Has it struggling with it again? It's right at it. It's right at it, Monty.
That was not a good. That was the key people saying something.
It cut right back down to 200. You got puts rising. It's just really tough to trade when somebody important is talking. It's very, very tough to trade.
Yeah, strategic uncertainty is part of negotiations over tariffs.
That's God. I just hate that.
What the hell? And Financial Juice liked that so much they said it. They repeated it 5 different times on here.
Oh, nice.
Love that. That's exactly. Just keep hammering it to the institutions there, buddy. You're supposed to be. You're a trader too. You know better than this.
What was one I heard the other day? Was it? There was another little phrase that was getting introduced. It was like, I can't remember. I'll come. It was anti something, and it was in economic terms. It wasn't.
There's so much anti.
But,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. We talked about
yeah,
this.
It was anti. What was it?
I remember, and we were like, "Wait, that doesn't go together." I get what you're saying, but that does not go together.
Yeah. It was very clever, whatever it was. Anyway, it'll come to me shortly. At 200, fighting around.
Came back below it. Son of a gun. I want to take it long. I just don't like tide again now. CBD is about as flat can be. 0.
Look at your 10-minute chart. That kind of will pause.
Yeah. That's not a good candle on the 10-minute for sure.
But it's at the top of our zone, pre-market zone.
Yeah. The same little spot right here. I mean, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Was that the entry to pop it? Oh, gosh. We got one more trade in this. Why not?
Let's see, I got 2 minutes on this candle. They could very easily work its way back green.
I don't like that wick up there, but what you could see is if they try to push it back up there to see if they can get by, push it up. And then now you would watch if it breaks this, then we should at least go here, then maybe up more. But this is the key break now. If for long at 5150 level, right around. Hey, 5150. That's a Van Halen album, by the way. I can find references in anything. I like our little zones holding here, though. It's at the top there. I mean, this is when we look at the strategy. When I redid the strategy, and I said that when you get the breakouts, 99% of the time, this is the actual move you get. So it doesn't mean that it's definitely going up, right? That's not a given. Right. But I do like the setup. I just wish seeing an uptick in volume and SPY tide now. CBD is still right around flat. It's going from negative to 100 to positive 100 back and forth. It's not really getting any momentum either way. It was just negative 100. It's back to negative 80, negative 50, negative 80. It's kind of just bouncing around. So it's telling me exactly what the chart's telling me right now if nobody's in charge. This thing is, the only thing that gets me is it went from so negative to around flat.
Yeah.
Which, did that mean that the bears have left? Are they?
Right. Are they gonna call it till FOMC?
How did it go? How did it go that far? Because usually you see it just kind of chop around, like it'll go negative and it just chop around certain areas. This thing went negative 5,000. Now it is positive 100 right now.
Candle didn't look so bad.
That one, I didn't look at the 10-minute. The 10-minute actually closed green. Look at that. Ain't that something? That is the 10-minute, right? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. It gave us that is kind of a reversal candle though. So that is not even though it did close green, it didn't mean it's always a good candle. Your volume has been coming in, Roy, here the last 30 minutes or so. It's been coming in on the long side. So CVD is going back to negative 150 now. So it just went from positive to negative 150. Your call premiums are kind of, your put premiums are popping a little bit, and your volume is kind of very slowly trending down on Tide. And just more flat than down now. So $51.50. That is the area we're looking for. We're looking for this little zone here to hold, which this is now the 1, 2, 3, fourth time it's come down and tested this zone. Eventually, you'd think that's going to either break or really pop off of it. One of the two. I'm leaning more towards breaking it to the downside now. The Senate was asked who pays tariffs. It's a complicated mix of factors. Strategic uncertainty is part of negotiations over tariffs. We said that in August when we had to say so 4 million times. And now Financial Juice has reported twice in a row that wondering who pays tariffs. It is really, so the whole tariff deal, you can say everybody's like, well, the consumer pays the tariffs. Not always. Some countries will pay the tariffs. I've seen a lot of, if you look on eBay or if you look at like a lot of people that make watches and stuff like that, part of their deal now is when they're selling you the watch or they're selling you the whatever you're buying from China, they have in big bold headlines, "We pay the tariff." So it's not always the consumer.
The company will pay. The country won't pay the tariff, but the company will pay the tariff.
Well, yeah, but this is a company in China, so
yeah. So if the company eats the tariff, then potentially you could have a secondary program where the country is compensating the company for the tariff.
Yeah, well, my point is we
don't know that.
The people that are against tariffs say, well, the consumer always pays the tariff. Well, the consumer does not always pay the tariffs. That was my point. Not that the country pays the tariffs, but the consumer doesn't always. These, look, I saw some the other day. It was, I forgot what it was. They were like $250. 8 months ago, they were $250.
Mm-hmm.
They are covering the tariffs. Yeah, Plop.
Yeah, so what Plop said. So there could be a system like that within the CCP, which I'm not denying there is or isn't. But I would say the majority of time, especially on the U.S. side of things, the company. Well, we know right now the U.S. is trying to figure out how if they're going to compensate companies that pay the tariffs. Right? We don't have any concrete of that in our system right now. Right? Maybe
CBD is negative 270 now. I'm not changing the subject. I'm just thought.
No. We are in a trade. This is important stuff. We can't ignore that.
We're in a few trades here, Roy.
But I think the tariff stuff is very much obviously on the minds of the market and everything. But I do think it's starting to lose its weight and standing with it all. I think.
Yeah.
I actually agree with another analyst. I won't name him because that could trigger you a little bit, and it will discredit what I'm about to say. But
you got to name him now if you're going to do that.
I do believe it rhymes with Ravnik. That the next big battle the markets will face is whether it's going to be Powell versus the White House, and how that transpires after.
I'm going to disagree with him there because I think Trump has given up that battle.
Okay.
And the only reason I think he's given up that battle because I saw a report the other day that said he is he has exhausted all options, and terminating J Powell just is not in the cards. So now, is he going to put some pressure on him to do something? Absolutely. But he knows deep down he does not have that "I can fire you in my back pocket" deal. Because even if he does fire him, guess what? It's going to be in courts with J Powell still being in charge.
Right. Until
his term's up.
Yeah.
So Trump does not want. One thing about Trump, I give Trump credit on some things, not so much credit on other things. One thing I do give him credit on is that if 9 times out of 10, if he is picking a battle, he's not picking a losing battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take something on. He knows he can win. I think he knows he can. Hey, there's a good day. There's $200 in a pro account. And let's see what the other one is. The other one is we've taken profits on that. We're still in a trade, so we're $150 up, and we're $67 up. Look who has made an appearance on the show.
Oh wow! Look at this guy.
Wow!
He even used the word theatrics.
Like you just showed up and you heard J Powell and Trump. You didn't listen.
Anything else? Just there. Welcome, Led.
No, I don't welcome Led. Led comes on. Listen to the conversation, Led. Listen to the conversation.
All right, here's pretty good trigger words.
Putin holds a phone call with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. That's interesting.
What?
Yeah. I did not have that on my bingo card today. Putin and Netanyahu.
One shadow dictator to another.
I'm really not going to call Netanyahu a dictator.
He's figured it out. He was about to get ousted, and
he was about to get ousted. Yes,
he got a unfortunate circumstance happen to his country. But
yeah, the one thing, I mean, you got to respect Netanyahu more than Zelensky, because at least he didn't do martial law, where guess what? Not only now can you not remove me from office, but I could strip everybody else from all their powers they have. Which is what Zelensky did. That cat, I don't know how people support that guy. I'm honest with you.
Well, it's whatever side you kind of is really associated with that. And
well, look, I'm gonna tell you at first, like when the war. Well, look, I want the war to end. I don't want the war to continue. I think the war's stupid, and I hate war anyway. I mean, we need to pray for peace, right? That's the main thing there. And look at that 5150 level. This could not break it and hold it, could it?
Nope.
But I'm wondering if I need to go and just take my profits here.
I'm looking at the 10-minute chart, and
if we get a re-entry, we'll look. But I don't like the long that much anymore. So
I'm not in love with that wick, I'll tell you that.
No. Let's see if it hits this take profit over here. We'll cut this for this last bit for 50 more bucks. That'll put us right at $200 in that account too. So I'm not gonna let it turn red on me. I know that. I did not know that. So if you're on Trade08 and you want to move your stock on your screen, on your chart, you don't click on the number, you click on the actual price and move. It's good to know, huh?
That's good to know.
Stick with me, kid. I teach you things.
By the way, that Fibonacci level, just saying. Look pretty good.
Got right up in the. Didn't
Getting
quite
there.
get to the
It's getting there. It's almost there. It'll get there by the end of the day.
50 there.
You got an 8 test here. See if it can bounce off of it on the 5. Your 10-minute candle just started. Doesn't look great though.
CVD was plus 300, is now negative 100 on this move down. So look like you could possibly have your bears coming back in. Hell, I don't know. If you see me doing stuff over here, I'm moving stops. If we break below this 8, we'll have to cut this trade and not hit my take profits. I actually moved that take profit back up in case we get a strong bounce here. CVD has worked its way back positive. Very minor. Well, I say that and it just popped 200, 400. Yeah, it's popping back up again. So we could get, it's at 250. It went negative 200. Now it's back up to a positive 250, 260. Kind of the same old different day. Back to 200. Back on the 8. If it breaks below 0, every time it pops down to that 8, Roy, your CVD pops up a little and it just barely moves off of it. So, but it's not enough to sustain the move up.
We are back in our zone. We are testing kind of the top range of it, but we are in the zone. So we'd like to see it. Oh, see if we can work our way out of here, up again.
Crazy thing, I drew that little zone off that top, that high there, and it's just them. I mean, it has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25, 30 minutes we've been in this zone. It's not a big zone. And that damn 50% of that zone it loves it. Loves it.
Yeah.
It's not getting a move back up here that I would want to see off the 8. It's just it barely moved. Well, shit, CVD just popped to 400. You got orders. You got 306 orders sitting at 56.50 or right below it. They moved them up a little, then moved them down a little. That 56.51 level, that is still the spot to watch. Hold that to the upside, then we should hit in that golden zone really good. Let me make sure I'm not in any other trades real quick. Hold on. That one closed out. That one's closed out. That one's closed out. That one's closed out. Okay. I just want to make sure I was just only in one account now instead of multiple. Okay. I'm going to go short percentage done and get out before Trump carny lunch. I don't, do what you think's best. Typically, when they get done stuff like that, you see a pop. So, but do what you got to do, Led. I wouldn't trust it right now.
He's testifying, isn't he? Percent.
Yeah, he's testifying, yes, and it should be over with. What time is it? It should be over with here pretty soon. I think 10:30, 11 latest. Depends on how quick they get through the questions.
None of those testimonies last
lately
hours.
Sometimes they're an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sometimes they're 4 hours. Sometimes they're all day. Just depends on what their objective is. And if he's testifying twice, if he's testifying tomorrow too, then I would say it's probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours tops. They'll talk. They don't want to keep them in there forever because people like this. Now, if you're a nobody, hey, you might be there all day, but being your percent and you have a little power, I'm saying they're not going to keep him there all day. And quite honestly, he has the power to say, you know what, I'm done, and get up and walk out anytime he wants to. So even though they could subpoena him back, and that would be a different outcome, but that is neither here nor there. All right, can it break back above the 200 now? That's the question. And me and Roy's thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did not like the 200 the first time. CBD is plus 800 now, though, which is still nothing in the grand scheme of things, right? It is what it is, but what have I got? Oh, Mancini has warned all day yesterday since 8 a.m. 56.65 to 72 fell. We put in Bears in control, and we lost it overnight. 56.20 first support down today in the S. Likes it, trapping it over and over. 56.36, 56.50, big resistance. No shit, we've got that on the levels here. If he wants to push, Bears control. I see. I don't agree with him here. I don't think the Bears are still in control. I mean, I think we've proven that to this point, right?
Yeah, look at this candle forming on the 10-minute.
Yeah, no, I just took. So I had 6 total MES. I just took 2 off the board right there. If I first take profit, my next one will be at 56.50. Notice it's not 51.50. We're a point below that. If it hits that, then my last one is going to be around 57.60 level. Still can't break through. CBD is 800. It popped up to 1,000, came back to 800. You are getting a little pop in put premiums. Your volume is still there on steady. We see it all the time. This is, me and Roy calls this is the dance, right? They dance around forever till finally one to go the opposite way. Now they'll eventually, what you see them move away from each other, kind of like a megaphone pattern, a play out on those. So which way is it the puts that keep going higher? They are taking a dip now.
Mag 7, you've got one name now green. Amazon is up 10%, basically flat, with Google, Microsoft, Apple all within striking distance of being green as well.
I did see something. So there's a guy who's, and everybody's up. You can go through this forever. So and so predicted these crashes, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And this guy, of course, he had predicted the last 4 or 5 market crashes there were. But the one thing, not that, but the one thing that stuck out to me about the whole deal was during the dot-com bubble, when the crash of that, over 30% of your S&P 500 was held in 7 companies. Right now, if you look at the Mag 7, they hold 32% weight in the S&P 500. I don't get why we over leverage so much. I mean, and you look at it. So let's look at the Mag 7 real quick. Apple. What is Apple? Technology company, right?
Yeah.
NVIDIA. What's NVIDIA?
Technology company.
Microsoft.
Tech.
Google.
Tech.
Amazon.
Tech.
Not really.
Well,
Amazon.
Sorry. The AWS version, which is the growth sector, which is what people invest in.
Right. So I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt on one anyway. Meta.
Tech.
Technology.
Tesla. Tech/advertising.
Yeah, but Meta's tech. And Tesla, everybody's like, oh, Tesla's a car company. No, Tesla's made their name.
Yeah. Tech innovation.
I remember seeing Elon Musk up there. We are not just a car company. We are a technology company. We are, and you look at the stuff they do, he's right. They a lot of stuff that people use. I saw Trump's name. I had to look real quick, make sure he wasn't speaking. They were just saying that he's hosting duty again today. Which that ought to be, I would love to be a fly on the wall in there because that is 2 assholes that fitting to go at each other. That could have fireworks. Like Zelensky thought he was going to come in and talk shit and back everybody down. It didn't work.
Yeah.
The Canadian Prime Minister, this could be real fireworks. I mean, like punches thrown. Just so we're clear on that. Anyway, 32%. We just hit target number 2, so there's another 160 up in this pro account. This is real live money. It's real fake money, but I can take it out.
Real fake money. I'm $320 away from passing a combine.
Look at you.
Just need to, nothing 5 ES can't handle. That's a joke.
Yeah.
5 MES. 5 MES only.
We have a responsibility now. We have a responsibility.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Whenever we get over 25 bots, I've got to censor it down. No, I'm not. No. Just MES. Just MES.
Yeah, I try to trade my combines or accounts like I do. I will add more on a test or a combine than I would on a XFA or a pro account, but
yeah,
I mean, let's think about this here.
I can't touch ES with 40-point swings daily on like hour candles.
What was it the other day where he had it was a 90-day pause. Was it a 300-point pop on 1 5-minute candle? Wasn't that what it was? It was something stupid.
Yeah.
And boy, if you get caught in that, you're talking about slippage.
Toast.
And look, your slippage is only going to be for your stop. It is not going to be on your
Never.
That probably is going to be right on point.
I got caught in slippage on Friday. I was not happy about it.
I've been there before, done that, and look, here's the deal. Everybody complains about it.
It's part of the game.
Slippage is real. It's a real thing. It happens in real live accounts. You can't be upset about it. I mean, I've seen people like, this is unfair, blah, blah, like petitioning down Top Step to get it removed. I'm like, you realize like your order was actually attached to a real live order. So I don't know if y'all know how a combine or XFA works. Your orders are actually attached to real live orders that are in the market. First come, first serve, just like everything else is the same thing in here. So it's not actually somebody sitting there triggering your orders. It's the algo that moves your orders to another order. So so-and-so got this order here. My order's with it. Well, guess what? Somebody got real life slippage when it slips. That's just the truth of the matter. It happens. It is weird. Even in a live account on the take profit, you do not see as much slippage as you do on the other side. And I get it because people are trying to get in on the way up or whatever, or trying to get out on the way down. So it happens, but it is frustrating when you do have slippage. But slippage is part of the game. It is what it is. I'm going on taking that profit there. So that's another 152 up. So that's 450 up in another pro account over there.
Nice job.
These pro accounts were, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I had like $200 left in these at one point, and we worked them back up where probably tomorrow we'll be able to take payouts on them again.
Nice.
And then we got a couple of test accounts we're working on over here. We've got 2 of them are down on the day, 1 of them is up on the day.
Could be flagging here off the 200.
Yeah, I like that. I still don't like how our put premiums they just keep popping. Every time they come down to the call line, they pop back up. Volume is just kind of holds, dips, and then holds and dips and holds and dips and holds. So we're not really, we're slowly gaining on volume, but it is very, very slowly. CVD is not telling me shit. It's 700 right now. That's nothing. It's telling me the same thing we already know, that this thing can still go either way.
Yeah. I don't like the upper wicks. These
Yes.
areas. I don't like those.
But I'm gonna tell you, this stupid ass little zone I drew right here, I love it. That thing has been a champ.
Yeah.
We've been going for an hour and 20. I've only traded one account on Top Step. My goal going forward, I think, is going to be just to trade, like just to build them up, just to go one and just try to build it, then go to the next one, try to build it up. And eventually, I would like to get a nice buffer on all of them, and then I could go back to copy trading. But right now, I'm not copy trading anything. I'm just trying to build buffers up across the board. And some of these buffers are built up slowly. Some of these buffers are built up faster than others. Roy, let me run to the restroom real quick. You can leave it here. I'm gonna be gone literally like 30 seconds. So give me 1 second.
No, I'll flip over. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, take me off for a second, and then I'll be right.
Gotcha. So we'll mute. Well, we'll just mute him. All right, so we've got Mag 7. Let's take a look. We've got now Microsoft has gone green. Amazon has gone green. Google still on the doorstep. Got a big green candle here to make it push up. You see it's filling its gap from the gap down earlier today. Microsoft just went red. So you're going to get this dance where basically Apple, really Mag 7, is just going to kind of dance around. Meta and Tesla are the big laggards today, down over 1%. Tesla almost down 2%. You're in kind of this weird state with the market right now. Is there's not really an event big enough to overthrow FOMC with J-Powell tomorrow. And now that Monty's gone, I can kind of talk about this. You have this kind of what they call flight to safety, and it tends to gravitate to your larger zones. So your 5-day moving average, 20-day moving average, it tends to kind of gravitate and close in between those or near those. So those are safe havens. One fun thing you can do is on big candles, daily candles, you can put an anchored VWAP, and you can see now basically anybody that bought this day is the average person is profitable. If it drops below this, it's not profitable. So we have plenty of room here. Your 5-day moving average is just that. Anybody that's bought within the last 5 days is profitable. I think I muted you, so you couldn't talk that to me.
I am in talking. Okay. Yeah, I went over.
So 5.
Let's describe stuff.
Yeah, So keep in mind, again, when you have major events, FOMC, for all intents and purposes, will always be a major event. That is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. You get the statement released. That will be the rate cut decision in text. And then at 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central, that's where the fireworks happen. That's the live press conference. We will be streaming for the live press conference tomorrow. You will get our instant feedback and data on him, and you'll be able to watch him do his press conference. It is about 90 minutes long. Can sometimes go over 2 hours, but it is entertaining to say the least.
You will see my eyes roll a lot.
All right, you'll see him perk up on a certain answer.
There's going to be some questions you're going to be like, that's the dumbest question ever. And then there'll be some like, Powell actually gave you that question to ask, didn't he? And that's going to be Nikki T.
Nikki T. You got a bunch of people that ask questions that are really good. I like Nikki T. I like Leisman from CNBC.
Yeah, you get. And what's the girl's name that's really good? There's
Financial Times.
Really good questions. I mean, it's always, and typically she has a very good. If she asks a good question, she'll have a really good follow up question. I'm like, oh, okay. And she is one of the few they will let have a follow up question because some of these questions, I'm telling you, some of these questions are just dumb. And it's
Yeah, they have.
same question 4 different times in a row, just worded slightly different.
They're gonna want to know, when is he gonna cut. You're gonna hear that phrased in so many different ways. They're gonna want to know, what do you want to see in the data that would suggest you to cut.
Yeah. And he's answered that 1,400 times already, but they're going to ask it because, by gosh, why not?
Yeah, some of the stupid questions were like race relations and things. That was always a little bit weird and wacky.
Yeah.
Back when the Fed was being investigated for insider trading, they'd always try and get him a gotcha question in there. He handled those pretty well. By the way, candle by candle, the downside on the 5-minute. I don't want to touch it, but
no, not right now. It's just here's what you got. And look, we're gonna be honest, you guys. Tide is very useful a lot. Mm-hmm. Sometimes Tide tricks you into going in a direction you don't need to go. Estimated VWAP versus anchor VWAP. Roy, so VWAP starts at 4:00 or 5 whenever the market opens up in the afternoon. That's when your regular VWAP starts, right? It's an average of, like Roy said, above it. Anybody that's in a trade pretty much above it, average is good. Below it's bad. Blah blah blah. Anchor VWAP, we just started at the open of the morning, so we take all the overnight stuff out of it, and we're just looking at what's happening during market hours. That's the difference between the two.
Which also corresponds with SPY's estimated VWAP.
Yeah, because SPY's VWAP starts over at open. Not open in the afternoon, because SPY is open, well, I guess 24 hours now.
Yeah, but the good stuff is. But the big money is used in the estimated one. On SPY. On futures, that anchored VWAP is actually probably stronger than regular VWAP. Would you agree, Monty?
Yeah, but I mean, you're getting real live data, so it's not.
Yeah.
Most of your people that trade overnight are out of the market at open. That's why you see these big moves at open, right? They're closing their positions one or the other. That's why you see the moves, what you see at open. So this is all a lot bigger money comes in during the New York session. This is all your institutions, and you have a lot of institutions that trade overnight, but it's nothing like what you get during the daytime. We did take a long in a couple of test accounts. We are probably about through with all test accounts. We're finna hit 200 more bucks in those.
Nice.
Those are actually down. I was fixing to put those back to green. I like green. They're gonna stop at green. Actually, if we can get this 5150 break, my gosh. I mean, I can go. Let's see how far I can let it go. I can let it go a little bit. This one I can let it go a little more. I took a big hit on this one. This other one I cannot let it go as far.
Yeah, I mean, you look at these.
This one we're green. One we're back green on. One we're still down red on.
You see this 8 EMA ribbon really holding up so far. Test, come back, test, come back, test, come back. So you are getting a consolidation zone here. There is a little bit of weakening momentum starting to happen. You see this MACD kind of drawn down. So for a boom up, you're going to need a volume associated candle. That could happen with obviously Bissett talking or Trump tweeting or whatever.
And you've got European close coming up. So you're fixing to get a little influx of volume. The question is, and typically European close, we get a little bump out of it. Typically, not all the time, but usually we get a bump out of it. So I'm assuming they are probably in shorts, and they're covering a lot. You're seeing a lot of their shorts cover, blah, blah, blah. But they do close out their trade tier at that point. So that is something to keep an eye on. Like I said, we have taken one count, a back. Oh, you're green a little bit. I won't. Somehow, I guess I had an order. When everything closed yesterday, this is what gets me. Everything closed.
Mm-hmm.
I was $100 up in this account. And this morning, I was $150 down in this account. I did not touch anything yesterday afternoon. And orders can't carry over. So I don't know
No.
if we had to have a ghost order pop in somewhere, but a ghost order popped in and took $150 from me and closed.
Right.
Like, that's not even my stop loss. So it makes
like
zero
sense. I wonder if they reversed a trade against you.
I didn't get any notification they did.
Right.
Getting any notification from them here recently is not. They don't respond back to me anymore. I don't know what it is. I can do whatever and I don't get responsive back.
I actually need to talk to them. They owe me $100. They had overcharged me. Yeah.
Good luck. I've been told if you want to get faster results, use a VPN. But I tested them yesterday at 350. 341. And it said, "You are up next. The agent will be with you shortly." And it's been there since 341. I have been told that if you use VPN, that you get really quick responses back.
Okay.
But I can't vouch for that because I haven't tried it yet. I mean, it's really annoying. I really like them as a firm, and they have grown so much, so quickly, so fast. They can't keep up with and I think that's what when you use VPN, I think it, like when you log in yourself, I think it moves you, and every time you log in, it moves you back to the bottom of the queue every time. And I think when you use VPN, it doesn't move you to the bottom of the queue because it doesn't know you. So it's like, oh, this is a new question nobody's ever asked. We're leaving you here, and you get
right.
I could be wrong on that. But I'm going to tell you, we're going to go all day today. I will not hear from anybody. Tomorrow, I'll be like, hey, I still haven't heard anything from anybody. And it's going to say, oh, sorry, I can't answer that question. Would you like to talk to a human? I'm pissed off again. And I'm going to go through the whole thing. And it's going to do the same thing it did before. It's going to say, you are next in line. The agent will be with you shortly. Come on, get 50 and take part of this up. Take some of this off of me here. I need 5650, bro. I need 5650, and I'll be content on the day.
Make it happen for him.
We are on this other bad boy that I do not have any take profits at all on for some reason. What the hell happened there? We're up $150 on it right now.
Nice.
So Dirty Harry, no, I do not trade ES, but I'm in one ES with 10 MES. So that way I can scale it out. That's the one thing that I really do like about MES more than I like about ES. I can scale in and out if I want to. And I do that more over here than I do. And I need to do it more here too. And I don't know why I hadn't entered this damn trade every time it comes back down. I could have just keep scalping that little range. Oh man, it touched my take profit, but it's not closed that first scale out yet. And that's very annoying. You dirty dog, you. So just so you know, the ask is not filled on the sell. The ask is filled on the sell, and the bid is filled on the ask. On the way up, if you're trying to get out of something, it's the bid. Oh, just got half of it.
Gotcha.
Took half of it out, and I think we just took half of it out in this other trade too. We did. I needed 75, 56, 57.5. We're $250 up in that trade right now. I just want to take half of it off. Come on. You needed one more little tick up. U.S. Agriculture Secretary Rollins. It is not in our plan to close any of the 4,500 Farm Service Agency offices. That's positive news. Percent, any outbound investment legislation should be flexible. China outbound investment scrutiny is an important new tool. It's hard to know when the market would rebel against U.S. debt. He needs to stop using the word debt. I mean, let's get over this. Let's find some new words to use, buddy. What's a different word for tariff? Do we have a different word for tariff? We need to find one if we don't. All right, just close half of that trade out. Now, I don't know where. I think we're going to go to. This 5150 level. Damn, Van Halen is just tormenting me.
It cannot break it, can it?
Yeah, this is a Sammy Hagar Van Halen, by the way. Not Italy. Not David Lee Roth. Sammy Hagar.
Microsoft back green. Amazon still green. Oh, Microsoft just went red.
Our drop-in calls are going up. Volume is going back up again. We need all that to happen to break the damn that level. I am going to put a stop here. One thing about Tradeovate, you got to remember your stops are not does not close when your trade closes.
Michael said he's a Roth guy.
I got equal appreciation of both.
Okay.
I really love the Roth era. I think David Lee Roth's a complete idiot though, but that's a different story. I liked Sammy Hagar before he got into Van Halen. I still like him. He's got a podcast where he interviews like a lot of musicians, and he can get more answers than most people can. And it's really interesting to watch. David Lee Roth is just out there, man. He's still he gets stranger by the day.
Didn't he just performed recently, didn't he? First time in a couple of years.
They actually had 5650 level. Yep. We actually had you had him and Hagar perform together at a show. I hate to say it, Eddie Van Halen had to die before they could make that happen.
Yeah.
As great as Eddie Van Halen. Oh, there it is. Look at that, boys and girls.
Pop. Look at that.
All right, we're moving our stop up over here on Take Profit Trader now. We are. Ooh. $250 left on this one. Roy, there's your 50 level on your field if you want to go reverse. We're in the golden zone.
Probably gets a little more juice, probably to like 60s, 59.
I need a 57.25 to hit to close this down last trade out. We're going to 56.57. I think we might get one more little pop up here. I could be wrong. But now that is $260 more on the day in that one.
Nice.
We are going to. My goal is Friday to be trading 5 full Take Profit Traders again. Well, after Friday, sorry. That damn fib level stopped it, didn't it? Stopped in its tracks.
I said, nope. No mas. And now, does your 5150 become support?
Should.
Or was that a false
we got trade. So on one side is done. So we're only holding in one account now. We're still at 250 up on the trade. This is after we've taken some profit off. So today has been a very good day overall, except here we've traded one Top Step account. We're down in it. And the sucky part is it would have hit our damn take profit. Would have hit the damn take profit, Roy, and actually would have went way above the take profit.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just go long at the break of 20. I mean, I sat there and stared at it.
I've been
I
scalping
was getting
around.
nervous with it. I mean, it got to 20 pretty quick. It was like 1-2 candles.
Yep. Trump owned Canada. We don't need their cars. We don't need their energy. We don't need their lumber. We don't need anything they have other than their friendship, which hopefully we will always be. What the hell? Trump, why is America subsidizing Canada by $200 billion a year? In addition to giving them free
want to have before a meeting.
Fly on the wall, I tell you. What could be a fly on the wall? You know that this thing is it could get volatile.
Oh yeah.
I hate how they have meetings. I know they will have a meeting closed door somewhere with just advisors and no media, but I hate when they do the stupid fake meeting in front of media. Like, no, this is not the real meeting.
Yeah.
And that's what pissed them off about Zelensky, because in closed door meeting, Zelensky was supposedly saying all the right stuff. And as soon as the camera stepped on, he was like pointing and trying to get aggressive. And I never thought it'd be J.D. Vance would be the one that would be the aggressor more than Trump, but by God, he was. Only time he pissed Trump off is what he say: "This will be coming to your shores. Do not tell us what's coming to us."
Yeah.
Is there any other actors or businessmen coming up that we can have as politicians now that's around 70 years old? If it is, look out. That's going to be your next president.
Let's see.
There's the 5650.
Holding it.
Yeah, so now you can actually take this little zone. You can take it out. Now you're looking at this zone.
Yeah.
There's your next zone to look at. We complicate the hell out of this, don't we? Pretty simple sometimes. So look, if you're scalping here, there's your quick scalp, 4 or 5 points. I can't believe I'm still in this damn long. I'm so close to 56, 57. Takes me out of this trade. I need 2 points now. 2 points to take me out of this trade. And in all honesty, to have a really, really great day in Take Profit Trader today. I got one account that is still down a little, but my pro accounts are all green. 2 of 3 of my test accounts are at my daily targets, so on pace to pass by Friday. Man, it would be great to come in Monday and have 5 full accounts again. Trade on Roy. Me and Roy had a conversation the other day about, is it better to reset a pro account and you start automatically where you can make your money? It's expensive. So on a $25,000 account, it's $450, I think, around there.
Yeah.
Reset. But your pro's right back. You're right back to your pro. Right now, deal $105. You can get a test account, but you have to trade it for 5 days. But then after 5 days, you've only paid $105. I think it's important to note that if you do the pro account reset, you have to get your money back as quick as possible to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if is it
you
worth
push yourself, right? Yeah, you put the pressure and all that, and
it's added pressure once you trust me. did it. Now it makes some good payouts on it. So it worked out. But I mean, shit, what do we do, right? CVD, out of all this stuff's going on, everything's happened. CVD is 700, positive 700.
Yeah, I'm still hanging out. I got about a little bit of money to pass this combine. Oh, excuse me. I don't really like it up here to go any further up. Now it can explode, but it just seems like it is a bit winded. And of course, I mean, we got my Fibonacci's on.
We got that. Yep.
Let's see what the 10-minute candle looks like.
I mean, it's not great.
It's still early.
Not horrible. It's just there.
It's your 50 level. It's approaching the 8, which is right around the 50 level. Push it up 5 points for Monty. 6 points.
Yeah, I'm not loving it now. Still holding that damn little zone we just drew, though. Still holding that little zone we drew. Got to get back above, of course, the dreaded 56, 51 level. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. One little pop. I don't like Tide right now. CVD's come back to negative. I mean, not negative, to 400, positive 400, but it is coming backwards. Spy, Tide.
Apple
great.
flirting with green.
Look at holdings.
Yeah.
Come on, a little more. Do I have to blow on it to pop it up?
Send you a funny tweet here. This is the official MLB account. I guess they've called a new pitch.
I added 5 more there again, and I just closed out $300.
Okay.
My level played out again. So everybody knows I ended up taking 10 at this level, scaled 5 out, took 5 more to make it 10 again, then scaled all of it out there. Got all of it. So there's $300 in that one. We have one that is $102 down. Everything else is green on the board. My gosh.
Look at this. Wow.
CVD is still just 650.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Where Tide is really not official anymore. That is not the case right now.
Besant's panel concludes.
Well, let's see if you're a man of your word.
Yeah. What? 5650. Was he gonna dance one more time off of 50? Where's
Yeah,
this?
I don't think that the taking a short is a horrible play. It's just a gamble, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, it's
That's the only thing. So, oh, I see the tweet, man. A chitter. That is definitely unique. I'm surprised Pitching Ninja didn't all over
yeah. Let me see if I can open it here. People will like it. People enjoy it. So let's see. We are coming down. We are waiting. How would you pronounce this pitch? Let's see. Chitter.
that.
I
Play
think.
it more. Good drop.
Look at that drop. Yeah. I mean,
I love it. People that's never played baseball. I've actually played baseball. I actually was on a college team for about 2 weeks, and I was like, "This is not for me." Went to work, but anyway. When people that's never played baseball and they see a pitch like that, they're like, "Why'd you swing at it?" I'm gonna tell you, when that thing is coming at you, it looks like a beach ball.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh," and then the bottom just falls out, and it's like, then you look stupid, and everybody thinks you're stupid. Unless people that know baseball, they're like, "That was a hell of a pitch." That was a hell of a pitch. Ole Miss had a player. They got caught up the Guardian, Doug Nikhazy, and he throws 94, 95. But he's had a damn. He's left-handed, but he had one of the best 12-6 curveballs you have ever seen. And I'm talking about it would get to the plate and drop straight down and hit the plate, and it was unhittable. So now they take him to the majors. He's actually pitching for the Guardians now. They got called up. Had his first start was a win, by the way. First batter was a strikeout. Everything kind of worked for him and all that. But now he has a fastball that's 96 to 97, left-handed, by the way. That still has that curveball, but added a 88-mile-an-hour cutter. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're a left-handed batter and that cutter is coming at you, you have no chance of hitting that cutter ever.
Yeah.
That thing is going to start inside, it's going to break across the plate, and the catcher's going to catch it probably 6-7 inches outside the plate. That's how much movement is on it, and it's insane. What did you going to say, Roy?
No, I was going to say, the first time I ever played baseball, like on a team, was 18, and I had a new appreciation for baseball players after that. I think I struck out the first 24 at bats. It was lovely. Had this 15-year-old kid strike me out, and that's where I knew he looked like the Rizzler before the Rizzler. But I did get a bloop single eventually in the season. It was lovely. Another funny story. I couldn't slide. I don't slide. So I would just run as fast as I could. I was pretty fast. But I learned the baseball etiquette that if you don't slide, that is not taken very well by the opposing team and pitcher. So they all had to let him know that he tried to slide and almost tore his ACL. So we just tell him not to slide anymore. Just run fast.
Okay.
Fun memories. Then I retired and I started coaching.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're not coaching my kid.
I tell you, I was
no offense to you as a person. I think you'd be a great coach, motivation and stuff. But if you can't slide, how are you going to teach my kid to slide? Come on.
Well, the thing I would do is they knew that I didn't know much. Well, they knew I knew some of the basics, but I would never play up as if I knew everything. I was there for the motivational side of stuff.
There you go.
So I'd joke around with them. You know, I had nicknames for everybody. Borderline racist, but
I was the X's and O's guy that teach your kid. It's funny. So my son is not an athlete. He is smart, and thank God, because if he had to make his athlete, he would not make it. And his first year in kid pitch, he almost gets hit with a ball, and he's like, I'm done. I'm not getting back in the bag. So we go the whole year. He's standing like right on the as far at the edge of the batter's box as he could. But the thing about it was he'd get walked all the damn time because kids can't pitch. I'm like, shit.
Right.
Worked out, but he never got a hit. But you know what? He never struck out either. So
There you go. There you go.
So year goes through, and it's over with. I get a call from the guys over the league, like, "Hey, Eli was chosen as an all-star. We would like Eli to be all-star. I want you to be the head coach." And I was like, "Absolutely not."
Yeah, no way.
And they're like, "What? This is a big deal." Like, look, I'll ask Eli. So I went to Eli. I was like, "Eli, you were selected all-star." He's like, "What does that mean?" Like, it means we get to play more if you want to. He's like, no. Like, you don't play. He said, "No, I'm done." I'm like, all right, we are not all-stars, buddy. He goes back to the saying, the thing, it's who you know, right? Because I was
Right.
I knew how to coach baseball. So they're like, "You're going to coach this baseball team." I'm like, nope. And we're going to bribe you by putting your son there. No. You got neither one of us, buddy. Neither one of us. Now here comes the move down. Do we finally get the breakdown? CBD has finally turned negative again.
Hopefully Led took that short.
Dude. I hope he did. I hope he didn't get stopped out because right here is when it was over with. We got the pop up.
Yeah.
Like right here, pop up. Now it's come back. So if you got it, great. If not, don't chase it now. Wait until we get this break. Lord. I'm saying if it breaks this level down, you could take it, but you got all this clutter to get through, remember. So you got VWAP, Anchor VWAP, and the 50. If it does break this down, though, we could go down back to this 20 level. And then that would be a key again to watch the 20 level. I know I sound like Mancini because he's been posting about that 20 level, but I mean, shit, I had it there before I saw he had it. So I'm claiming that thing is mine.
Yeah.
Our little strategy worked out good today. If you noticed, right, there was a top. Look how many tests you had to scalp off that. Here was a top. Look, you could have got a couple scalps off of it. Once it broke down, this level is shit now. Gone. See you level. Now we would look for it to break back above here to go along. So it works. It works. Now if it breaks through this one, guess what? That level's gone too. You could actually leave that level. I do like this little spot right there. So I will leave that level there. That could act as support again still. It is love that spot the rest of the day. Anyway, I think anybody got any questions? Because I'm ready to call it. I'm content with my day. Believe it or not, even though I didn't trade. I traded one Top Step account. I lost $300 and I'm okay with it. Had a very good day. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I'm probably going to focus a little more on Take Profit Trader as far as taking these trades. Be selective on. Oh, you don't? No. Nope, Lad. You cannot claim that. It did exactly as I said. I said we could get it when it gets through. We'll probably get a pop. Then we could get it down. If you took it here when he got done, you took heat and you had no stop and you have no play. You have no stop, you have no play. Don't come. You ain't got receipts on shit. Go drink your cold brew. Go drink your cold brew and worry about what you're worried about over there, okay? Let the big boys worry about how we trade over here and how we make money. You call some bullshit. We got a pop, and then the drop came. Like I said, if you took that 5, 6 points, unsubscribe. You just stay with Snoop's OnlyFans. That's all you need. Feel it in your loins.
That's awesome.
Glad I love you. I'm not giving you full credit on that. It did trade. Look, the trade played out in the end. I give you credit on that, but you took some heat on it at first. So I hope you did. I hope you made money on it. I I do not wish for anybody not to make money. Anybody that doesn't know, me and Led, we kind of go back and forth. So there's no hard feelings between the two of us.
No,
I will talk major shit to Led. I'm waiting for Led to say something back. Did he really leave the channel?
That's funny.
Don't make me call you out in real life.
Yeah. See this. Come on.
Oh, okay. All right. There's that emotion there. I'll block you before you leave. How about that?
All right, I passed the combine.
Good job.
Yay.
Good job.
I'm gonna
Good
cancel
job.
that closes us out.
Here.
I'm gonna leave it with a baseball story that since we did talk that way. It's actually.
Do I need to put Led in timeout? I can put him in timeout.
You can, yeah, put him in timeout. Let's see, put him in timeout. What, man? Their comments are.
Oh, it said Led was no. No, I'm putting timeout for a second. How can I bring it back?
I don't know. Do we?
Oh, it's shit, I messed that up, didn't I?
All right. I can't even top that story. I gotta wait for the story. All right, let me see if I can undo what you did.
I don't know. It's supposed to be time out. Who knew this was going to happen at the end?
Oh, that's funny. All right, let's see.
Led, if you can still see, if I banned you from speaking. That was not. It was supposed to be a quick timeout, and Roy said do it. So
I'll look at it later. I think that's a great way. Cold world.
It is.
That's funny. I think that's a perfect way to end it.
We had some fun in it for sure. Led, maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we won't. The moral of the story is: do not joke by trying to put something time out. Looks like I might have banned old Led. I promise you that was not on purpose. You saw that, right?
I did.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to look. So it said delete comment, put user in timeout, ban user and delete their comment. I didn't hit that. I hit put user in timeout.
That's funny.
Well, anyway.
You'll get us twice tomorrow.
Or somebody else gets banned by accident.
Yeah, you'll get us twice tomorrow. We're going to be streaming in the morning, and then we'll do it again in the afternoon for FOMC. Yep. So special day tomorrow, busy day. So our morning stream may be a little light as far as just trading. It's tough to trade before FOMC, such a big event. However, this is the Trump world.
Don't listen to Roy there. If you're going to trade tomorrow at all, trade early and be done and walk away from it. That is my philosophy. You will get some good moves tomorrow. The stuff still plays out. Technical analysis will play out more early than it will later after you get the announcement and all the aftermath with it. So if you want to trade, Roy, I'm not trying to be an ass. No, you're not. But if you want to trade, trade early and be done. Do not try FOMC. And don't try to time his speech, because you can get some major moves. You can win a lot of money, but you can blow some accounts really quickly by doing that. So I suggest if you want to trade it, use a practice account or have a combine or test. You don't really care if you win or lose on it, and go that route with it would be my suggestion. Don't trade real money tomorrow afternoon. Yep. And Roy is right. You still got to be careful in the morning, but your TA plays out a little better early. The later it gets, the more chances of shorts covering or profit takers coming out and blowing the opposite way is very possible. So it's my 2 cents.
No, I agree. Definitely don't try and trade the FOMC area, but just keep it light. There's always tomorrow. We had a good day today. We've had fun today. We've read it pretty well. So yeah, let's just keep on building on a good week, and good job, Monty. Glad Take Profit Traders kicking up back positive for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. We will, like I said, catch you twice tomorrow. We probably will be a little quicker in the morning though, because if we got anything to do during the day, we got to get it done early. So
Yeah.
personal wise, so we'll probably just come on, maybe go an hour or so, if that long, and then just get ready for FOMC. I would like to be done by 9:30 anyway, so that would kind of be my cutoff tomorrow. So before FOMC.
Perfect. All right,
Awesome.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Talk to
Thank
you
you, Roy.
tomorrow. Thank you all for the support.
Yep. Thank you, Leah, if you can still see us. Sorry, I banned you.
Take care.
Let me go to end the stream. I said just leave the stream.